Hey there, Becca with PriceLabs here. Just wanted to reach out with a couple of strategies for when you might be tackling a downturn in your market. So we've reached out to several customers in different markets where we are seeing a bit of a downturn, meaning this year's occupancy forward looking is not as strong as it has been in past years, or at this point in the year, we probably were expecting to see higher occupancy and we just aren't seeing that develop yet. So your market might just be a little bit softer. Not to fear, we want to give you a couple of cool strategies that'll help you hopefully tackle this change in the market. So right now, I want to talk a little bit about minimum stays or your minimum stay restrictions. Now, your minimum stay restrictions can be a very powerful part of your revenue management toolbox. They can help you fill your calendar more efficiently. The last thing we want is a bunch of, one night stays booked 6 months out, and then it's really hard to fill them in. But we also don't want our minimum stay strategy to be working against us if it is too restrictive. So I wanted to show you quickly how to use our minimum stay recommendation engine to maybe tell if your minimum stay is working against you. So here you can see my listing currently has a 4-night minimum for weekdays and a 5-night minimum for weekends. I'm going to click edit and then click setting suggestions available. I do short-term rentals, so less than 14 nights, and I click go. So here we're going to actually show you a couple of suggestions. Now, of course, I don't need to take all these suggestions into account. Like, say I don't want 1-night stays, that is totally fine. I'll ignore that. But what this is saying is my 4-night minimum and 5-night weekend strategy is a little bit too aggressive. I can maybe try to get 4-night minimums far outside of 90 nights, but then we're going to drop it down to 3 nights between 29 and 90 days. And then we can be a little bit less aggressive and even have a shorter minimum stay between then. It's also highlighting that in January and December, things are a little bit different. So I actually might want to set up some seasonal profiles and do different minimum stay strategies for those dates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, actually, this does look a little bit less strict than my current minimum stay. I do want to drive bookings. I don't want to have too strict of minimums and, turn people away. So I'm going to click apply and customize, and it's just already there, just pre-done for me in this page. Now, one thing that I am going to change is I personally don't like 1-night minimums. So I'm going to change everything where I see a 1 to a 2. That'll make it easier. In this case, I'm not going to put 2 and 2 here because I already have a 2-night setting. So I'm just going to delete this one. And then I'm going to click Save Changes. Now, if you are sitting in the market and you are going unbooked and you go in here and you actually see something that's raising your minimums to higher numbers, I would maybe not do that right now, especially if your market is a little bit slower. If you're not receiving bookings, I wouldn't make your restrictions more strict. I would only take these suggestions right now if they're loosening the restrictions a little bit, because again, we don't want to be too strict in a market that maybe is seeing a bit of a slowdown. If you have any questions at all, or if you're wondering how the minimum stay recommendation engine works, go ahead and click this little button here. You can type in minimum stay, or hopefully you can spell better than me. You'll be able to see all of our help articles here. You can also reach out to us via chat or email support. But hopefully this little nugget of information is helpful and will help you tackle, again, those changing markets that we're seeing in 2024. Thanks so much, y'all. Have a great day.